Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Vicky Teachers. We are going to look at another example on factorization of algebraic expressions. Let's take this example. Remember in our last class we dealt with examples that has to do with two terms, but here we have four expressions. So when you have four or more terms, it may be impossible to get a common factor. So we use the grouping and regrouping method. Okay, let's talk about the grouping method. Now, here we group the expression in pairs and we factor out the common terms. Let's head back to that example. We'll take the first parts, grouping them in pairs. We'll group the first two terms and we'll group the last two terms just as seen below. Now we factor out common factors in each group. If you look at the first bracket, 2 can divide every single term in that first bracket without a remainder. So when 2 divides 2, you will have x, and when 2 divides 2x, you have x alone, and when 2 divides 6y, you have 3y. Look at the second bracket. 3a can divide everything in that time. So when 3a divides 3as, you're left with x, and when 3a divides 9ay, you're left with 3y. So the expression becomes 2 in bracket x plus 3y plus 3a in bracket s plus 3y. And now you notice something, that both of them now have x plus 3y in common. We factor it out, take what is common between them and take what you used to divide. Now this becomes your answer. Hope you understand. So let's get to the next example. If you look at this properly, you'll see that grouping method will not work. See now, the second bracket doesn't have any common factor apart from 1, so it won't work. Here we regroup so we can get a common factor. So regrouping, we'll have that y can divide what is in the first bracket without a remainder, and when y divides 2xy, you'll be left with 2x. When y divides minus 5my, you'll be left with minus 5m. And when you look at the second bracket, see that 2n is a common factor. When 2n divides 4xn, you'll be left with 2x. And when it divides minus 10mn, you'll be left with minus 5m. So the expression becomes 2x minus 5m, y plus 2n. You see, that was very simple and easy. So try out more examples and ask your questions in the comment section. We'll see you on Monday by 3 p.m. Bye.